Welcome back to my life update where I have dedicated and committed. Oh, my chair is really squeaky. I have committed to changing my life before my next birthday in February. I think this would be my third video. I think I've actually recorded quite a few since I started, but some of them became irrelevant because it took me too long to edit them. But here we are. Okay, I'm going to squeak this chair again. Okay, just trying to get comfy. Life update. What is happening? The biggest shifts that I'm seeing right now are that I've committed to acting more in alignment with the version of myself that I know I want to be and that feels good to me. And what that entails is that I previously used to be really on top of all of my financial endeavors, like investments and savings and knowing where all my money is going. And I just a while back got quite sloppy with that and I just let it go. And energetically, I didn't think much of it at the time, but I can see looking back how the energy of just not taking care of it created this resistance and this misunderstanding of energies between what I am trying to create for myself versus what I was acting out. You know what I'm saying? So I took it upon myself to get back into that. So I've revamped my budgets, my investments, my debts that I currently have. And I feel really good about it. And it feels a lot lighter and a lot more exciting because I think I have a really good picture now of where I'm at financially. And I think I felt comfortable before, but I haven't felt this comfortable and excited about taking care of my money before. So that's something that's changed. And I feel like the energy really shifted around that. And I feel really good about where it's headed. So that is a big part. I've had a lot of other revelations that I'm releasing a podcast actually next month. So I'll probably talk more about the individual revelations there. If you want to check that out, I'll keep you updated. But I guess the podcast is a big thing. It's something that I've been wanting to do for over a year now. And I spoke a lot about it with people in my life, but didn't really know how to take action towards it because I didn't know what it was going to look like. I didn't know what to talk about. But I've just decided, you know what, let's record a few sessions and see how it goes. And that's where I'm at. And so I got some recorded sessions that I'm working on editing at the moment. And next month, August, I'll be launching. Keep an eye out on that or stay updated and I'll let you know. I'm learning a lot about myself in terms of how I love myself, but also my attachments to certain things. So my attachments to certain emotions or certain storylines and beliefs that I've been telling myself, attachment to certain areas of my life where I play victim. I think there's a part of me that really knows that needs to be change in the way that I'm maneuvering. Excuse me. A bubbly before this and some dinner. Yeah, there's just I feel kind of the claw that those beliefs have had on me. In particular, one of the major ones I think is I'm unlovable, and this idea that people can't know me fully, which means that they can't love me fully, which I actually have understood now that wow, I haven't even allowed myself to love fully out of the fear of being rejected. In conjunction with that, I haven't found people that can receive my love very fully. So I'm just witnessing all these connections and how I've created a reality that's very deeply intertwined with my internal beliefs and how it's manifesting in a way that I couldn't even comprehend prior or didn't want to, whatever that may be. But so the small things like that are actually quite big are really shifting for me internally. So I'm trying to work through not just identifying them, because I feel like for me mentally, I have a lot of awareness around things that I do, although I struggle with actually changing them and I struggle with actually taking the action in order to re-establish a new belief system or a new way of thinking. And so the action of acting differently or changing the ways that I'm moving through those situations, I feel, are the things that I'm trying to focus on the most. And it's been very helpful, actually. Other ways that I've been working on taking action are my consistency with writing. I stopped writing for quite a while, like years. So there's that. And then there's also parts of my business that I used to have that I like put to the side. And I'm trying to revamp these things that really brought me a lot of joy. Because at the time, I think I felt like imposter syndrome. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I had to offer. And I forget that at the time, like I had like a business, right? Like I have multiple businesses, but the one I'm talking about right now is more of like the writing and the energy and I was just doing some coaching at the time, but so I'm trying to revamp this business and create it from a really aligned place from where I'm at now. But I forget that I had success in those things. And it was just this theory in my head that I wasn't good enough or that it wasn't enough. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so I'm revamping those things and I'm really excited about it. And I feel good about it, which has made it easier, honestly. Like I've been writing so much more often. You can find my writing account on Instagram. I actually post a lot of my writing on this account on my YouTube shorts, but even over on Instagram, I have an account, Words of Maria B. And it's just a place that I really just put my thoughts. It's nothing crazy. I do write articles and stuff that I like share through those accounts, but these are just like thoughts and feelings in poetry form. I literally just put them out there in hopes that the people that can relate to them find me and we can feel less alone. My energy has shifted. I don't know if you guys have watched my previous videos on this series of changing my life in a year, but my energy's very much changed in the level of confidence that I have showing up and just talking about myself, which I was quite uncomfortable with at the time. Even one of my first podcast episodes will also be on that. But I think that's a really big shift as well. So I hope that you guys see that reflection as well. I don't know what your guys' take on it is, but I'm sure if you're watching this, you're pretty intuitive or in tune with energy or some sort of psychology or philosophy. But I think it's quite noticeable. And I'm not sitting on my couch today, so the lighting's a bit brighter, which is a cool connection. Correlation there. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, what's changing a lot for me is just the confidence I have to show up for myself and the desire to actually create different experiences for myself rather than just relying on external circumstances to change for me. Like I'm recreating that confidence that I have in the power to create my experiences and my reality and my perception of life and the energy I can bring into connections and offering connections. I think there's a lot of personal development content that talks about what are you receiving? Are you receiving this? Are you receiving that? Do you feel worthy of receiving? And I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm worthy because I know what I have to offer. And that feels really good. And I am prepared and I know that I do fluctuate quite often, not in terms of anything bad, but I go through waves of needing to integrate and going through those fears, going through those like more harmful thoughts of like lack of confidence or fear, self-loathing, unlovability, all those things. And I'm okay with that. I'm pretty comfortable with that, sometimes too comfortable with those things. So learning how to take these things and now make change upon them is a really big step for me. I feel like previously, like years ago, back 2018, 2019, I was in this space and I remember how good it felt. And I remember for the past few years, I've been trying to recreate that, but I couldn't just based on the heaviness and the circumstances I was in and all the things that I was being exposed to in terms of the heaviness of my experiences, which I learned a lot from and have created a lot of good knowledge and gratitude for. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. And I just hope that if you are going through something similar or if you want to share what's going on in your life, I'd love to hear it in the comments. And thank you for joining me on this journey. I obviously haven't shared a lot about this is very like personal based. This isn't me sharing information upon my beliefs or outlooks or perspectives, but if you're interested in that, you can always find me on my other social media platforms. I have mariab.mindset on Instagram, where I talk more about perspective shifts and dive into relaying guidance and advice. I don't love the term coaching, so I'm trying to avoid it, but that's a vibe. And yeah, but you know where to find me, and I'm grateful that you're here. And let me know where you're at, what you got going on, or what you don't got going on, or you wish was going on. But either way, I will talk to you soon and sending you so much love.